So I bring you a welcome and a warning. Stand back and hold on, because our opening keynote speaker lives with Tourette's syndrome. Stuart Ellis-Myers, better known as Twitchy, is one of North America's most in-demand speakers. He is living proof that anyone who overcomes overwhelming circumstances tends to develop extraordinary approaches to everyday challenges, often achieving extraordinary results. Despite living with a rare and completely bizarre neurological disorder, Twitchy has spent a week staying at Red Roof Inns across the country, video capturing how awesome all of you truly are. His core message is this: if a guy with Tourette's syndrome can be a professional speaker, then what's holding anyone back from achieving their dreams? I understand Twitchy is right now literally itching to get out on stage, so please join me in giving Twitchy a warm Red Roof Inn welcome. Twitchy.
Hey! Mr. Alexander, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Do me a favor, everybody put your right arm up in the air like this. Now arch it over onto the shoulder of the person next to you. Look right, look right, look right. Congratulate them for being here, for being an integral part of Red Roof Inns, for sacrificing their time away from their offices and their hotels, for surviving last night. And if you're doing that job properly, you're looking right into the back of someone's head. If I do my job properly, you're going to look like this guy right in the middle here, a little bit on the stun side. In fact, I think some of you might already be there after last night. Working in tourism, have you ever felt like this? Working in the hotel industry, have you ever felt stepped on? Have you ever felt the weight of the world on your shoulders? And last but not least, if you're ever working at checkout or check-in, have you ever felt like this? How many of you remember the first hotel that you opened or started at? This was mine. Does anyone know where this hotel is? This is on the Montana border. That is Canada in the front. That is the Prince of Wales Hotel. And that is Canada up front. And I was the engineer. I was the caretaker. Red rum, red rum. Trying to put as many reds in as I possibly can. And here's what I love about this industry. The hotel, in fact, I'll just go back. This hotel that I was staying at, working for, it wasn't year-round. It was just a summer place. And I was able to become the singing engineer working at Chateau Lake Louise. And the thing I love about this industry is if you work hard, if you have a love of people, and you want to take people and be hospitable and what I call overwow them, they're going to come back to you over and over again. And what I love about this industry is you can get somewhere if you really commit to that process of excellence. And I was able to, long story short, over the last couple of years, after 2 years, be able to become area director of sales for Fairmont Hotels, and that was back in the 80s. Today, what I would love to do is to celebrate the leadership and excellence of who you are. It is with absolute respect. Look, how many times do you get a guy like me coming out and we speak to you? What I was able to do was spend a whole week in your hotels. I asked Andrew, I said, may I please go out there? Would you like to see some videos today proving just how amazing you are? Because you are. And here's what I want to give you a point. I just checked into the Westin Hotel in Zagreb in Croatia 3 or 4 nights ago. And you ruined me. Whenever I walk into a hotel room now, I go, where are the hardwood floors? After a week of staying at Red Roof Inns, I'm going, okay, where are all the 15 different plugs which are perfectly placed? Why am I looking at a TV like this? Why shouldn't it be in front of me? And I congratulate you because your brand, all these wonderful, unique differentiators. But on the most important thing that I see, it's the work that you do as managers on a daily basis. It's that X factor. And here, just let me, this is what we call the Kim shuffle. You know what I'm talking about? And don't we all feel we do that on a daily basis as we drive to work? And like what Joy and all we do, we work like, crazy hours every day to meet and exceed our clients' expectations. What I'd love you to do is to watch this video. Every one of these videos, by the way, all we did is we showed up and we created these videos live. There was no storyboards. There was no sort of rehearsal beforehand. We just had a quick conversation and said, what is it that you're doing, which is amazing. When you watch this video, it's only about a minute and 30 seconds long. Please understand the first part of the video is you're going to see her talking about how she shocked a client. literally shocked a client and meet and exceed their expectations. And then the last part of the video, you'll see the video come a little bit closer. By the way, Ron, you see that gentleman over there with on the camera? Give me a big round of applause for Ron because he shot this video. He's a good man. And the second part of this little video is you'll see her where she's talking to you from general manager to general manager. So I got a great idea. Why don't we play the first video? Yes? Yeah. Here it comes. Here's Kim.
That's all I do is smile.
That's exactly what we're looking for.
Okay, tell me when you're ready. Hey, all you general managers out there. My name's Kimberly Muse, and I work for the Red Roof Inn here in Columbus, Ohio, so I am one of you guys. And this is our hotel, and I got a story for you on how we wowed a guest. We had a lady come in one day. Her name was Miss Jane. She stayed with us for quite a while. It was a cold day outside. She couldn't get her car started, and she came in, didn't know what to do. She needed to be at her job. She was working in the area for a little while. I went to my car, got the jumper cables, and we got her going. That's what we do to keep our guests impressed. Hey, all you general managers out there, general manager to general manager, I mean, in all honesty, isn't it our job to make sure that we are teaching our staff to wow our guests? I mean, we could do anything. We could have called somebody to come and tow her car or give her a jump, but we took our cables and our cars. We made this happen for the guest, and she was so happy. And I will never forget that. That's what I want our clientele to remember us by. The small things that we do to help them without an issue. We are not going to think about it. We are just going to do it. Have a great conference and enjoy yourself.
She did a great job, didn't she? Do you notice that last part of the video where she was saying what we need to do is we need to help our young people who work in our hotels to show them how to overwow people? Let's do the math for a second. You got what, 41,431 rooms? And if you multiply that by 365 days, you got more than 10 million room nights. Now, obviously, not everyone stays in for one day. But if you divide that down by a 70%, you know, what is required normally to be profitable in hotels, and divide that down again into an average of 2 or 3 stays, we've got anywhere between 3 to 5 million opportunities a year to overwow our clients. So what I do is I run around North America and I celebrate frontline people sharing their stories. Can I give you a little tidbit, a little 10-second action which can do something amazing in your organizations? Would that be all right? Yeah. So here it is. This came from Harvard. It came from an 8-year study on Harvard on how to be happy. And what I'd like you to do, and we're going to run this, it only takes 10 seconds. What I'd like you to do is to pick someone next to you and look lovingly in their eyes. Try it right now. Now that you're looking lovingly in someone's eyes, one of you put a hand up. One of you put a hand up. I need to see half the people with their hands up in the room. Great. You with your hands up, all I'm asking you to do is to have a look of just sort of like no expression. Okay, you put your hands down now, because this is great. What I'd love you to do is just put a look on your face of absolutely no emotional expression. Does that make sense? You're not mad, you're not happy, not angry. You're just sort of there in the middle, emotionally sort of blank. Make sense? Now, the person that you're looking at, the other person, the people who didn't put your hands up, this is what I want you to do. For 10 seconds, I want you to look into the eyes of that person who's going to try and remain blank. And what I want you to do is put the biggest ass smile that you got on your face. If you want to go, that's okay too. So let's go. Are you ready? And go for 10 seconds. 10. Try and not smile. There we go. People are failing all over the place. Keep it going. Keep it going. Marina, Andrew. Keep it going. Okay, now try it the other way around. Okay, we're going to swap the roles. Okay, look at the person in front of you. Okay, and go. Big ass smile. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for everybody. We just found happiness. From an 8-year study on happiness, here is something that you can take back and share with all of your wonderful frontline staff. And wouldn't it be wonderful if what we were able to do was to teach all of our front people to overwow someone, just to find one person a day and turn them upside down. And the easiest way to do it, and by the way, when we were doing all these videos with Ron and doing them across the country in San Francisco, you know, it's like when people walk in with a last lineup. Does that make sense? And they're always walking in with this sort of blank look on their face, or a little bit stern. Just supposing we can share with our frontline people how they can become communication masters. And all they've got to do is put a larger smile on their face. And I promise you, if you can do that, you will see TripAdvisor scores going through the roof. Let me ask you this about social media. Why do you think YouTube and Twitter and Facebook, why do you think they'll never merge? It's because if they did, they'd be called You Twitface. And you're laughing. Now let me ask you this, she who's laughing. I live with the rare neurological disorder Tourette syndrome. And if you've been watching me for the last few minutes, you're probably thinking to yourself, there's something just not right about that boy.
No, I'm thinking.
Oh, hold on, photo op. Hold on, photo op. All right, there we go. Fantastic. So just to let you know, the great thing about Tourette's, there's two types, okay? One's catching, and now you've got it. So why are you pulling away? Why are you pulling away? Let me tell you about Tourette syndrome. How do I best explain this? Because I'm 56, and it hit me when I was about 8 years old. It's like having a black box that sits inside of you, and what it does is it just pours out massive amounts of anxiety and OCD. Every single moment of my life, I feel as if my world is going to come to an end. It doesn't, and then it doesn't, and it's going to come to an end, and it doesn't. And I know it sounds crazy, but because of this rare neurological disorder, that's how my life feels all the time. And what happens is the anxiety builds up to the point where all of a sudden, if I do this, and by the way, I call this the chicken slap. And have you heard the word twitch? A twitch is a singularity. It isn't. It's sound and it's movement and it's song. And what it allows us with Tourette's to do is if we're feeling anxious or stressed or depressed or just, out of control a bit, what we're able to do is go, and we do that, and then everything comes back to normal. Okay? And what's interesting about this is, imagine you have a mum and dad. You're a mum and dad, and you have your child, and it's perfect in all ways. My father was a dentist, my mother was a teacher. And then around the age of 8, your child starts to do this and doesn't sleep well and gets angry, and also at school looks under his shoe like this. So, you know what kids are like at school, they're really honest. They call me Dog Poo Stew. Ho, ho, for obvious reasons. All I can tell you is that, you learn to live with a rare neurological disorder, and it seems to me that everyone today is dealing with some sort of anxiety-based disorder. Does that make sense? Because you see all this puppetry, but it's all of the anxiety and stuff that happens on behind me. And here, let me ask you this. How many of you have one of these, a smartphone? Well, I promise you this, if you have a smartphone, you have Tourette's. Can I prove that to you? Because what happens if you don't pick this up? What happens? Doesn't it call to you? Doesn't it say, hey, I've probably got an email for you? There are people out there today who are checking this and living this. They check this anywhere between 100 and 200 times a day. Not only between the hours of 8 and 8, they get up at midnight, and some of you know what I'm talking about. You wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and you're doing this. So do you understand that I have Tourette's? So I have to, by the way, all my Tourette's, all my twitches you might want to notice are all on the right-hand side of my body, not the left. Who knows why? So maybe I've just got half the Tourette's. But so mine stuff is all on this side. And don't you do the same thing? When I do this, all my anxiety goes away. It doesn't happen for you. You've got the phone here. The longer you leave it, and then you pick it up, and you go, So do you see? This is my twitch, and this is yours. And by the way, you're probably thinking to yourself, why does this guy not twitch? So why does this guy not swear? Only 10% of us swear. And it's the same thing with you, because when you pick this up, normally once out of 10 times, when the boss calls, you go, oh, shoot. So there you go. As far as I'm concerned, you've all got Tourette syndrome. You know what? If you have a problem in life, the most important thing I think you need to do is to embrace it and laugh with it. Does that make sense? If you're here in this room, it's because that man over there, Andrew Alexander, and everybody at Red Roof Inns thinks you're amazing, and you need to own that. And I think one of the most important messages that I can give to any group around the world is this. You are all 100% completely blind to the leadership and excellence and potential that's inside of you. And the one thing that you just really got to do, the one small thing you've got to do, according to Andrew, is this, is to find that little bit of Einstein, which is inside of you. Every one of us has this. And look, if a guy with Tourette syndrome become a keynote speaker, what's holding you back from going up to the next level? And my suggestion is this, 3 little words: act as if. You're all leaders of the people in your organizations, and my suggestion is to talk to your people about just, acting as if, trying something for the first time so it becomes a new habit. I remember the first time that I walked out on stage to speak for groups. It was about 15 years ago. And I felt as if I was going to die. And as I walked out, these voices were saying, run from the room. And the other voice said, no, don't you get it? This is what you were born to do. And I walked out on stage, and after a couple of minutes, it felt like I had to be here. This is now 848 presentations later. And by the way, thank you. Every single night, I don't sleep well, and I have awful memories. You know what keeps me going? It's you. It's every audience that I'm able to go talk to. I hopscotch from one to another. I'm going to be speaking for CRADA, which is the ski reservations people, next week in Salt Lake City. And maybe, just maybe, I can help you and give you a couple of little things which you can take back and use in your own life and help with others. Let's talk about TripAdvisor for a second. Would that be all right? I go to the site regularly to update this information because you blink and it all changes. Right now, there are 380 million monthly visits. I figured this out on a calculator just a few days ago, flying in across the Atlantic. 8,680 reviews a minute. You know what that comes down to? It comes down to 144 reviews on TripAdvisor every second. And the great thing about the leadership in this organization and everyone in Columbus is they've got behind and embraced exactly what TripAdvisor is all about. But if you pull back away all of the levels and the layers of what we're able to do, watch this next video. David on the right is one of those long-term clients. When you watch this video, and by the way, we created this with Ron again. What I'd like you to do is, when you watch this video, is don't miss the fact that there is a wonderful father-son relationship going on between a guest and one of your frontline people. So when you watch this, by the way, right in the middle of this video, David actually talked about bed bugs, so don't miss that bit either. So are you ready? You ready to watch the video? Okay, here we go, here it is.
Hi, my name's James. I just want to let you know about one of our wonderful regular guests by the name of Mr. David Morrow. He is a RC plane enthusiast. He worked at Ford for years, and he is a computer engineer. He stays here 4 days a week with us. You couldn't ask for a better guest. He comes down every night. He's here to hang out, so.
And I'm that guy he's talking about. Hey, all you general managers of the Red Roof Inn. How cool is that? You just heard from James of how the guests are here at the Red Roof. Let me tell you a little bit about this guy. He's really awesome. He's always got a smile on his face. He bends over backwards for the guests. He fixes the TVs for them when their TVs are out of whack. He gets the bugs and whatever, if it's in his room, but wait a minute, no, that's the Ramada, sorry. Anyway, James goes down and visits the guests with the towels and whatever they need. And whatever James does in the lobby, James welcomes the guests as they come in the door. Always ask them, how their day went, always a laugh. James is very intelligent about sports. He loves basketball. He can talk your ear off about sports and the basketball and football. And we always come in here for the Ohio State games. It is so awesome. And we got a TV right over here, and we are doing the TV scene with the sports when James is here in the afternoon. So we have an absolute great time. I'm Dave, and you're the general managers of the Red Roof. You guys have a fantastic time at your conference because you deserve it.
Thank you. And these are your people who put out your service on a daily basis. There's a story that I want to share with you. And it kind of blew me away because I talked to this young man here, James, and I watched so many of your people, and they are consistently awesome at what they do. And this guy's been working with your organization for, I think it's about 4 years now. And he came to me after the shoot, and he said, and he told me this little story. He said, you know what, we had a couple, actually a family, staying with us for about three and a half weeks. And they'd been in a foreclosure situation, and they were having money problems. And it came down to the last day, and the father of the family walked up to James and said, I need to check out today because all I've got is $17 left. You know what this wonderful young man did? He said, you keep that $17, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay for your room tonight. What he did is he went off and took the staff rate of $35. That's how I found out that you have a $35 room rate. It was on an evening where it wasn't, wasn't full, but he took the empowerment to help that family. And I think that's the kind of heart that separates this company from the competition. And when you take all the incredible things that your group is doing from a brand perspective, and then you merge what these people are doing, and I challenge any Ritz-Carlton to say that they've been doing the same thing. One of the other things, you remember, Ron, remember when we did that shoot? When we were blown away by the fact that behind front desk, there was someone and she was ironing the pillowcases, because that's just an extra step that they wanted to do. How many times have you looked at this logo, this brand, and how many times have you missed that arrow that sticks in the middle? Now watch this, normally about 50% of the people put their hands up. How many people missed the arrow in the Federal Express? There. I think that's what I wanted to do with these videos was to show you the hidden information about just how amazing your organization is. This is Diane and this is Brandy. And what I was able to do was, Diane, by the way, she works for a veterinarian in veterinarian sales. She's been traveling around her region for more than 10 years. And you know why she comes back to Red Roof Inns every single time that she travels? It's because Brandy, her dog, likes you better than the other hotels. She loves your hardwood floors. She just feels more at home. And Diane, and I asked her, by the way, where's Marina? Marina, congratulations, because what she told me was 10 years ago, what I did is I looked for a dog-friendly hotel, and there weren't any apart from you guys. And that's why I selected you, and that's why I've been with you for the last 10 years. Now, this is my favorite story. This is a story about a guy who went from Ritz to Red Roof. Marina, did I get that right, putting in enough logos there? Because you asked me to put a whole bunch of logos in that one. By the way, my challenge to you is, why don't you think about taking your smartphone, because this is where everybody lives, and doing a selfie video. You know those clients that absolutely love you, like some of these that I've shown you? My suggestion is just to walk up to any of your guests and say, hi, I'm the general manager at this Red Roof Inn. Would you do us a great favor? Would you mind if we just spent 2 minutes and may I just, video interview you? What did you like about our hotel from your perspective? And you'll be amazed at the number of people who say, yeah, sure, I'd love to. And you know why? It's because they're emotionally beholden to you and they really enjoy your hotels. And Phil, by the way, here's his story. He used to be a high-flying wheeling dealer, financial guy, tremendously successful, and working on Wall Street. And one day, after making tons of money, and this was way before the global financial crisis happened, he said to himself, you know what, I'm not going to do this anymore. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go off and I'm going to work with small, young companies, and I'm going to help them grow. And that's exactly what this guy does. And would you like to hear about his story and about how and why he went from Ritz to a Red Roof? Would you like to know? Here it is. Here comes Phil.
Hi, my name is Phil. I'm staying here at the Red Roof Inn here at the San Francisco airport. It's been great. I stay at a lot of Red Roof Inns across the country. I've been doing that for a while now. Sort of got into it because I was looking for a chain that wasn't too expensive, that had some points. I could stay there occasionally for free. The price was right, and it had sort of a reliable offering. And so that's why I ran across the Red Roof Inn at first, and it seemed to serve me quite well. Now my kids kid me about, oh, you're always staying at the Red Roof Inns, Dad. So that's, but that works well for me. It's my understanding that this video is going to be played in front of the national conference at the Red Roof Inn for the Red Roof Inn managers. I think that's great. I got a message for the Red Roof managers. You're doing a great job. Most importantly, I can see that in the people that you have, and the front desk and the assistants. I can see them out there helping out their customers. And that must come from the great support that you have as managers for the Red Roof Inns that you manage. So thanks, as a customer. I appreciate it.
the things I love about that video, and it's so easy to miss this, is your organization has such wonderful, clear, crystal clear points of communication and service differentiation from a delivery perspective. And the great thing about that video is what Phil did is he fed all of that information back about all those great things that you do to differentiate yourself. One of the things he did want me to pass on to you, Marina, and to Andrew, is that he loves your hotel so much, he gets a bit miffed when there's not one in a town that he's staying at. So, my OCD was Phil said, hey, tell those guys, build more, I want more Red Roof Inns, because I love them so much. Okay. There we go, fantastic, there's the guy. Okay, well, there you go. I'll email Phil. So here's what I'd love to do. Who here would love to know how to positively traumatize anyone? Yes? Well, I'm going to teach you how to do it. According to a study by Albert Mehrabian, a 20-year study in communication, 84% of your communication, think about it, 84% of your communication is the amount of passion or lack of passion that you put into your telephone conversations. So let me ask this, and what I suggest is you take this little exercise that I'm going to give you, and I presented this around the world, and it's a gift to you. What I'd love you to do is to talk to people and say, what do you like at 3 o'clock in the afternoon? Are you like this, or are you like this? I flew in on United Airlines, and I flew in business class, and they go, ladies and gentlemen, my life sucks. Welcome on board United Airlines. We know that you got lots of competition that you go to. We really appreciate your business. In my 20s, I dated 2 flight attendants, not at the same time. I guess maybe they're like Twitchy guys. I don't know. But the bottom line was, both of them told me this. When they're having a bad day, when you walk on board, they go, welcome, I'm bored. They don't say welcome on board. They say, welcome, I am bored. So the next time you get on board, see what happens. So, what I would love you to do is to share with your people how you can take someone who is checking in and you can just see that they're all through what they've been doing on a daily basis and change their lives. These are accountants. And by the way, this is what you're going to look like at the beginning of this session. This is what you're going to look like in the middle of it. This is what you're going to look like at the end of it. And where's Brenda Reddy, by the way? Brenda, where's Brenda? A big round of applause for Brenda Reddy. Brenda Eddy, I'm sorry, I'm in trouble now. But the great thing about Brenda Eddy, what she did is all those little red clown noses she's got, she laced those last night with cocaine and a little bit of LSD. Just to make sure we get this right. So this is what I would like you to do. And by the way, just to let you know, we will be shooting a YouTube video of this. So what I would like you to do is, everybody please stand up. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to face that person that you were doing the little communication exercise with. Why don't we turn all the lights up, Rob? Thank you, sir. Now what I'd like you to do, I need you to face each other. Like go knee to knee, eye to eye, and toe to toe. Now, this is 2 parts. What I would like you to do, the first one is I'd like you to think about some guest who was really, really nasty to you. Come on, it happens. And what I would like you to do is to emulate who that person was and literally become that person. And by the way, this isn't a conversation between 2 people. What this is you just having a good go at each other. So what I want, by the way, if you do this job properly, the person in front of you is going to slap you, fall asleep, or walk away. This is an opportunity to let all the negativity out. And if the person in front of you is not doing anything, you go, what's your problem? What's your problem? So just for 2 minutes of your life, what I want you to do is to bitch and complain and let all that negative energy go. 1, 2, 3. No, take the red clown noses off and go. That's it. Keep it going. 1 more minute. That's it. Keep it going. Good. My life sucks. How come my room rate's so high? Who do you think you are? Get into it. Yes, that's it. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Ah, fantastic. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, we got someone taking selfies. Everybody, big round of applause for everybody. You just let go of all of your negativity. Everybody, please put your red clown nose on. what I would like, everybody in the back, do me a favor, please. Everybody in the back. I need this whole area here full of people. People in the back, please come forward. I need 100 people to come forward. People at the back. Okay, I'm going to come grab you. All of you lot here, please. Please, everybody here, please move. Ooh, ooh. That's it. More. Everybody. That's it. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I see the light. That's it. Keep moving forward. Come on forward. You too. All, everybody here. Everybody here. Everybody here. Everybody here. You. Everybody, fill this space. That's it. Fill this space. Everybody, that's it. Fantastic. Lovely. Nice. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to shoot a YouTube. All right? Woo! That's it. Coming up. So here's what's going to happen. In about 1 minute, I'm going to ask you to imagine that you just won $150 million. Don't react right now. And if you kind of go, oh, yay, smack the person next to you. What I'm looking for is a little bit of what happened yesterday. What I'd like to do is to see absolute pandemonium and craziness. Would that be all right? So here, let's do the video. Quiet on set, light in camera, and hold on, here we go. Oh, 1 second. Sorry. You know, this happens every time. Here we go. Da-da-da-da, there we go. Now we swap that around. All right, here we go. If you are watching this web video, then you're interested to know more about the Red Roof Inns Group. How about hearing from over 750 people working for Red Roof Inns, and they're going to tell you exactly how they're going to feel if you come stay at one of their hotels. How do you feel about that? By the way, are you ready? Here they are. They're going to tell you how much they want you to stay at their hotels. How would you like to see a copy of that video? Yeah! All right, we'll send it to you. Everybody, go take a seat. By the way, everybody, can you feel the excitement in the room? You know how we got here? Through choice. Nothing more. All right. Everybody, do me a favor as you're walking back to the chair. Oh, I've already got a nose on. Everybody put your right hand up in the air like this just for a second. Everybody? Everybody walking, right hand up in the air? Great. I deputize and give you all Tourette syndrome. You've got it for the next 2 weeks. So here's what I'd like you to do. Hands up in the air, just one more time. How many of you promise to wear this nose as you drive to work next week? Those of you who put your arms down, you're the honest ones. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take this little red clown nose and at the very least get into your car first thing in the morning, put the nose on, and you're going to feel like the biggest idiot on the planet. And here's what's going to happen. All the little voices inside of your head, it's not just people like me who have voices inside of that, what you say, whatever, is we all have them. And these little voices say, what are you doing? Take that nose off right now. And if you do, congratulations, everything will go back to exactly the way that it was the moment before you put the nose on. What I'd like you to do is to say, no, I'm going to put this nose on and I'm going to go driving. And as you start driving, the anxiety level for you is going to get higher and higher, and then it will disperse. Putting this red clown nose, and as you drive to work, well, you know what you're going to notice is that no one is looking at you. And you know what everybody else in the world is doing? They're waking up in the morning and they're rebooting into having the same day that they had yesterday. Does that make sense? And what they're doing is they're remembering, oh, I can't do that, or mustn't do this, or oh, this is going to be a problem. Do you see what we're doing? We're rebooting back into, keep everything just the way it is and don't change. But I promise you, if you put this nose on while you feel like the biggest idiot on the planet, you know where your focus is? It's completely off yourself, and you'll see that. And now here's what I'd like you to do. What I want you to do is, because no one's looking at you, you know when you're in traffic first thing in the morning, you put your foot on the accelerator and the brake, and now your car's doing this, okay? And I promise you, someone will be looking at you. It's the person, and what they'll do is they're going to look over and they go, what are you doing? And then what I want you to do, yes, you've already got it. I want you to imagine, because now the person's looking at you, I want you to go, this is going, everybody, this is your first twitch. Come on, 1, 2, 3, Now, twitch has about 3 or 4 things in it. Make sense? So one more time. Doesn't that feel good? Doesn't it feel kind of wickedly good, like all your anxiety goes away? That's what we use to get rid of us. So again, you do all that stuff, right? And then what you do is you drive off and you leave them there. Now, let me ask you this. How many people here would like to take 10 minutes off their commute? You know how you're sitting here and you want to turn right in traffic? So what I want you to do is, no one's going to let you in, right? So what I want you to do is to put the nose on, and you've got the people in the traffic here. And by the way, you know why people never let you in? Because they don't see you. Well, with a red clown nose on, they will. And okay, one more time. Remember, you've got Tourette syndrome, so you're legally allowed to do this. What I want you to do is to go, nga, 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 nga. Come on, everybody. Nga, 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 nga. And then do this. Don't hurt the person next to you on the second. You go, na, 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 ah. Na, na, na. There you go. All right, fantastic. So who's here? Who's going to try that? Who's going to think about trying that? Yes? Right, fantastic. All right, wouldn't it be great if we could do this to every... And by the way, congratulations, because your group has done a wonderful job of getting 50% leisure and 50% corporate. That is absolutely awesome. And again, a testament to what you're doing in your organization and a testament to what you're doing out there in the field. Now, can I have a big round of applause for Joy as she walks up on stage? Joy, dead woman walking. This woman works 6 days a week to 14 hours a day. I stayed in your hotel. I think you are absolutely brilliant. I fell in love with you and your people, and thank you, because your hotel made me feel like a home away from home. Now, by the way, what Joy does is she does a cheer for her people every morning. In fact, would you like to see the cheer? Would you? Come over here, dear. Come over here. Come over here. And then we're going to do a live one on another YouTube. Okay? Because there's a reason why. Can we please play that last video, please?
You managers out there, I have a challenge for you. I'm the general manager at the Red Roof Inn, the Ohio State University. And when I first got here about 3 months ago, my staff was a little uneasy. So we created a cheer just to break the ice. And I challenge you to do it every morning, just like we do. And it goes like this. Give me an R.
R.
Give me an E.
E.
Give me a D.
D.
Give me a, forget the name.
Let's have the lights up. Come up front. Let's have the lights up, because she actually did it right after that, but in edit we thought it'd be more fun to show the blooper. So, ladies and gentlemen, Joy, the Red Roof world. Why don't you...
Hi, Red Roof. How's everyone out there?
Why don't you do a dress rehearsal? Let's give them an R to see how they go.
Can you all give me an R? No. Can you give me an R? I think you can do better. One more time. Give me an R. All right.
Okay, are you ready? Hold
ready.
on.
Give me an R.
I do apologize. Oh, hey, hold on. I just want to get this right for the video. I'll give you an action, okay? So we can get it up and then here we go. Look in the camera and say, hi, my name's Joy.
Hi, my name's Joy.
Okay, and...
Hi, my name's Joy. We're going to get Red Roof on their feet here today. Can everybody give me an R? Give me an E. Give me a D. Give me an R. Give me an O. Give me an O. Give me an F. What do you got? Louder. Louder. Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Thanks for your time. Really appreciate the week I spent with you. I think you guys are amazing. Next. Thank you, sir.
Everyone come on back up. Ladies and gentlemen, Twitchy.
Thank you. Love you all. Thank you.
What? Come on back. One more time. One more time. So we have a small token of appreciation for all of your efforts, especially at the properties and those videos you made. Brenda Eddy just delivered these, so you know what they're laced with. Oh. These are headphones, and they'll have a good time. Woo! So thank you very much. It was a great presentation. Thank you. Everybody, Twitchy.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
I'll see you at lunch.